As has become tradition, the finance minister will disembark his vehicle here, brandish his briefcase to the waiting media before walking through these doors. And that's as far as the pleasantries will go. Thereafter, it'll be down to the difficult task of trying to stimulate this economy with a very limited purse. So what will Patrick Chinamasa focus on come Thursday? Narrowing the current account deficit is key, and coming up with a plan to improve revenue inflows.
I'm expecting the minister probably to introduce a raft of progressive taxes that do not put undue burden on the low-income earners. So probably he needs to adjust maybe the tax-free thresholds. And and also the issue, obviously the issue of expenditures. We are expecting that probably he will allocate more expenditures to projects that improve or increase the productive capacity of the economy to generate more wealth and improved economic growth rates.
Chinamasa is also expected to try to prop up the agricultural sector, which declined by 8.2% this year. The impending El Niño phenomenon will see millions of dollars diverted to secure food aid, piling further pressure on the fiscus. Mining could help salvage things. It was projected to grow by 3.5% this year, but it too faces an uncertain future due to tumbling commodity prices. But government plans to ramp up production volume and value add locally, which could still see an expansion.
Assuming that the mining sector grows, what is the willingness and the ability of government to actually manage the revenues better and make sure that those revenues go towards consolidating a number of very important positions? So far, there's nothing on record to prove that we have used everything that we've got in a very strategic way.
Analysts want a major statement on stamping out corruption, which will consolidate the progress Zimbabwe has made in winning over its international creditors. Last month, it received backing for a debt management strategy after impressing the IMF in implementing reforms. Thursday will be a chance to show further commitment to the process, and that could mean trimming the civil service, which currently gobbles up 80% of revenue. Earlier this year, a target had been set to slash that share of the national cake by half by year end, but it's so far proved easier said than done.
The biggest problem is that it's a big political issue, is it? It's a big political issue. It's never going to be very simple. No civil servant is going to take that lying down. Remember, rationalizing that civil service means that you're going to really ask people to go home and face just open space. You're throwing them into nothingness.
The absence of a social security system to cater for the jobless could make this untenable for the time being, making Chinamasa's job all the more difficult. Farai Makutuya, CCTV, Harare, Zimbabwe.